Welcome to another edition of Mike and Scott's BS Session, home of the latest news in the bass fishing industry. So pull up a chair and get ready. This is not your mama's fishing show. Okay, enough of the blah, blah, blah. Here's Mike and Scott.
Poor Bear.
Bear just
was drinking out of the toilet bowl.
Water's water.
Water is water. To him, it doesn't make a difference.
He doesn't care.
Like when you eat stuff off the sidewalk, or
what a way to start the
drink
show.
out of the toilet bowl.
We're talking about the dog drinking out of the toilet bowl.
Yeah, well, we got a jam-packed show tonight.
Jam-packed? That's not the word.
I don't even know how we're going to manage. Yeah,
Rena's going to shoot us again because we're probably going to go over time.
Probably going to go over time, yeah, for sure.
Before we get into what's going on and what's coming up, tonight's show, we want to welcome a new sponsor of the show tonight, Zico Shoes.
Yeah, well, I'm actually on the website right now looking at their different products.
They got a couple of new colors of shoes so far this year. One of them is the new crimson color, which I think I'm going to pick up a pair of. Zico Shoes showed up actually in a booth at the Forest Wood Cup, the FLW Expo in 2011, and sold a truckload of these things. That's how they sort of became on the map. Even Scott Martin. Scott Martin?
That's it right there, yeah.
Scotty Martin wears them, right? He's wearing Zicos now, and looking pretty spiffy. I got to say.
Well, it's about time. It took a good pair of shoes to make them look spiffy.
You got that. Though these shoes are really not specifically for fishing, all right? So I want to make that clear. They're made of water-resistant or waterproof components that are suitable for anything.
What you can do is you can walk through the water with them. They dry easily.
Right.
They got pores so that the water comes out.
Correct.
They're not going to stay damp all day long.
Yeah, that's it. And you can wear them anywhere. Like you can wear them to the mall. You can wear them anywhere. And it just so happens that if it's raining out, don't worry about it. Just walk in the water. It works, right?
Yeah, it was like the other day. I was walking to school with my kids. I was going to bring them in the front door.
Right. And
there was a huge puddle of water, but I had my rubber boots on. So there were all these parents. They're all walking in the mud and this and that. And I just walked right through the wall.
Well, there you go.
When you're well equipped, you don't have to worry.
You can wear them. They're suitable for anything like fishing during a summer downpour, to lounging around, anywhere, going to the mall. You got a wide range of colors. And
the only problem, I think, is if they have all those holes in them,
right? And
you come in with feet smelling the way that yours did tonight.
Oh, mine were terrible.
I'm not sure that they would.
But I don't
think it would mask the smell.
No, I don't think that's what their purpose is.
No, no.
I think I run through a puddle of water.
Yeah, first.
Right, that's
for sure.
So, but they get that new crimson color this year, which you're looking at right now, which is pretty hot.
Yeah.
And I just found out today, which was really cool. I put up the announcement. We put up the announcement on FishingCanada.net about the new sponsor. A guy came on and said, "These are great shoes. They're really hot. I want to get a pair." Guess who has them?
Who?
Ed at Paddletail.
Yeah,
I'm telling you.
Why am I not surprised?
Well, that's it. Ed carries them. So we got.
Ed is always that hip to the new thing.
Ed's on top of everything.
So where he finds the time to get all that?
I don't know. So Ed, if you're looking for the Zico shoes, Ed's got them sizes 7 to 12 and all the standard colors. So this guy and his wife want a pair. They're heading up to Paddletails, and they're going to pick up a couple of pairs at Ed's. So, like I said, if you're just hanging around, or you're going to the mall, you're doing your groceries or whatever, these are a good all-around shoe that just happen to be really great shoes to wear on your boat. If you're on your feet all day on the front deck, if it's raining, don't worry about these shoes. You got to jump sometimes at the launch. You got to get in the water to get your boat hooked up. Just walk in and get going, and then you can just take these things and throw them in the washer to clean them. Yep. That's the great thing about them. So hook them up, ZicoShoes.com, and you can go to www.fishingcanada.net and
follow the link.
Yeah, simply click on the Zico, buy some Zicos button, and it'll take you right to their site to buy some shoes. Yeah, they're really.
And
really
if you're
great.
looking for it direct, go to ZicoShoes.com.
You've got it. Some of the tidbits for the night. First of all, we got 2 guests coming on tonight. One of them is the Navionics person, personne du monde, with the name of Rochelle Chouinard, who lives somewhere in the United States. She doesn't want me to say Boston because she's not from Boston.
Okay.
But Rochelle is going to come on tonight to talk about some of the new Navionics products that are coming down the line, and also
talk about the app.
Yeah, the app, the iPhone app that is insane. I have it. It's insane. It's great. You're going to have one.
Yep.
And she's going to come on and talk about that. And then following her, we're going to speak with Bass University's own Pete Gluszek.
Oh, I can't wait to get him back on the phone.
Yeah, Bassmaster Classic qualifier, and he said to me he's already thinking of a whole bunch of lies as to why he didn't do it.
Oh, that's a fisherman's best.
That's right.
Best feature.
Best feature,
we
right?
come up with the best excuses.
The best excuses. So Pete's going to come on and give us a recap on what happened in the Bassmaster Classic and how he would change things and do things differently. So
my high school guidance counselor told me, you know what, Scott? You come up with a lot of great excuses.
Yeah.
She actually put professional fishermen on my. Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That's not good. Some of the tidbits. So as I said, we got a pretty packed show. I'm going to get right into the tidbits. Spring is in the air here, Scotty, but
it was.
Yeah, it was
until
today, and then the temperature dropped.
You know they're calling for 15, 20 centimeters of snow next week, right?
Well, you know something? I'm glad you mentioned that. Because next week...
You're not going to be here.
I'm going to be somewhere else, where it's warmer. And I'm getting on the jet on Monday morning, and I'm kicking out of here to go do some work south of the border, and I'll be back...
I hope they ship you to Alaska.
No, we don't go north. I told that's one rule.
Okay.
The jet is not allowed to go north. Everything is south.
Fair enough.
So we go south. And I'll be back probably Thursday night in time for Friday's show. And I'll probably we'll land in a bunch of snow when we get back.
Most likely.
Most likely, from what the sounds of things. So we got some big snow headed our way up here in Montreal. But right now, and so far until today this week, was pretty nice.
It was gorgeous this week. We had
beautiful.
A big melt-off. The water levels in the river went up quite a bit.
Yes, a lot.
Substantially.
A lot.
And I was almost thinking that we were going to get the boats out there.
Me too. I did too, but...
I was very optimistic.
Then the temperature went north again.
Plummeted.
Yeah, it sort of was, hey, stupid, you live in Canada.
Yeah, you live in Canada. Don't get any high hopes.
Don't get enthusiastic, right?
They squish dreams.
Well, that's it. If you hear like pop, snap, crackle, pop in the background, it's not Rice Krispies. It's so cold here, Scotty had to light the fire.
I had to make a fire.
That's right. We're burning the furniture.
Yeah, we're burning everything.
Everything, except Bear.
Except for Bear.
Bear
keeps our toes warm.
He does. He's like a blanket.
He lies on our toes and he keeps us warm.
Some of the events coming up, if anybody doesn't know, you don't know already, on Facebook, go to BS Session.
Yes.
And like us up. When we get to 300 likes,
we're giving away a prize.
Yes, we are. We're giving away the iPhone Navionics app, which is a sick app. I have it, and believe me, no matter where you go fishing, you've got Navionics on your phone. It's insane. You're going to love this app. So we're going to give it away. I'm going to give them away. All right? As soon as
Just like that.
Just like that. Whoever is get in there. When we get to 300 likes, we're going to do a draw. And when you come up, I'm going to gift you on your iPhone this great app, and you're going to have it for free, and you're going to like it. And we got a couple other contests that we're going to give some more apps away on. But when we hit 300 likes, BS Session on Facebook, go see it and give it a like. And as soon as they hit 300 likes, we're doing a giveaway. Also, some of the things that came out last week, 66 teams signed up
for the Econobass.
That was
crazy.
Insane.
And that's early season sign up.
Yeah,
there's still time.
I mean, there's still time to get in, but that was the early
season.
Could you
imagine if they hit like 80 teams or something?
Yeah,
they're not far. I mean, 14 teams. It could happen any day.
I don't know if they can.
handle
80 teams. That's the thing. I'm sure Pierre Brouillette and his team, Macalin, are asking themselves, like, where do we draw the cutoff? What's our logistically our capability as a manager?
I hear you.
How many boats can we manage? So they're looking at that, and but again, congratulations. They're doing a great job, and these guys keep coming back. It's because obviously Pierre and his team are doing good work. So no, that was pretty exciting. We were glad to hear about that. And I talked to I spoke to somebody who was at the meeting, and they said it was a great time. The concept that they have going about, they get 100% payback. They pay very deep into the finish. Everybody really likes that format. It's a very friendly series. There's no one in there. The most you can win, I think, and correct me if I'm wrong here, Scotty, but I think the most you can win on the Econobass is $500.
I think that's what it is.
Yeah, and then they pay.
But I think it pays out 8 or 10 spots.
To 8 to 10 spots at $500. So you're not going to win $1 million, but you can win your season cost. Essentially, it's $500 or $600 to fish the entire season. You win one tournament, you paid your entry.
I don't even think you have to win the tournament. You just got to finish in the top 10.
Yeah,
once,
and
you get your season entry.
You got your season paid. So that was pretty neat. And Pierre and Mark, as I said, are doing a really, really good job. So no, that's good stuff. What's your been? I had a crazy week this week. What was your week like?
My week's been crazy, really crazy. It started last Friday and hasn't ended yet.
Yeah, that's true. You were at the
home show. I got a booth at the home show.
Right.
So it's been keeping me very, very busy.
Okay.
You know, it was busy, and then during the week it wasn't so busy. You know, it had its rush periods. Mm-hmm. Any time between 3 and, let's say, 7 o'clock was very busy.
Right.
Other than that, it was pretty dead.
Okay.
And but so many people coming in and out of that place.
No, I know it's nuts. And I had a week where I had a lot of stuff going on with the finance people, so it was ridiculous. And all I could think of every time I looked at the window was, when can we get back on the water?
Yeah.
So on that note, I want to just give a little intro. As I said, our first guest is Rochelle Chouinard from Navionics.
Yeah.
Rochelle's
you say that with such a French accent.
Well, you know something?
It is a French name.
I think by the time Chouinard is a very French name. Rochelle is a very French name. Yeah. And this woman, all right, I've talked to her colleagues, and like
actually, Rochelle Chouinard is a very sexy name.
Well, I didn't say it, but
I just thought
I'm telling you right now, it is. It sort of rolls off the tongue.
It does.
Rochelle Chouinard.
Yeah, yeah.
And when you talk to her, like it's like people down there in the States call it Rochelle Chouinard. Yeah. You know what I mean? They sort of ruin the name.
Yeah.
It's a very smooth Rochelle Chouinard.
That's
right.
I see.
So we
without further ado,
I want to welcome the snowblower operator elite. All right. She runs her own snowblower.
Really?
Yes. This is not a woman who is dependent.
On a man.
On a man.
Not for that. Anyway.
No. She takes the bull by the horns.
Well,
let's
bring her on.
Let's get her
before
going.
She grabs us by the horns.
Yeah, that's right. You got it. So,
Mrs. Chouinard, how are you tonight?
Madame Chouinard.
Good. I'm having some laughs already. Looks like I got in at just the right time.
well, you did, because Scotty's we got a bottle of wine open here, and we're having some fun. And we were going over, just before you had dialed in, we were talking about Scotty and I, your prowess and your domination of the snowblower, and how you were actually had been trapped and assaulted by a snowblower between, and you were able to escape.
I told you not to go there, Mike.
Well, we're not going there.
Well, listen. When a grown woman is dealing with a snowblower for the first time at age 40, you know, without any assistance at all, in the dark,
right.
You know, you kind of have to do what you can.
Well, I can tell you now, there's a lot of women that would not have taken on the snowblower, but you not only took it on, but you mastered the snowblower. You conquered the snowblower. And
I sure did.
Yeah, and when it tried to pin you between the car and the snowblower, you had nothing. You're amazing. You're amazing. You're like and our friend Rich says to say hi and make sure you tell Mike everything about Navionics. So I said, okay, Rich, I'm sure she'll do great.
Okay.
On that note, Rochelle, we spoke this week, and we were looking at some of the products and things that we wanted to talk about. And I was telling a couple of guys that I spoke with today who carry the Navionics products, Edit Paddle Tails. I was talking to Gary at Fishing Tech, and I said, you know something? The list is as long as our arm. We can have 5 shows on what Navionics is bringing to the table this year. Tonight, because of the fact we have a shorter period of time, we have 10 minutes.
We'll have to jam it all in there.
We spoke about some things we want to touch about, and one of the things specifically I wanted you to touch about is what Navionics is bringing on the pipe this year for the fishermen.
Well, you know, coming out very soon, we're going to have a new product called Navionics Plus, and basically that's going to solve a lot of issues for people who are living on either side of the U.S.-Canada border, because in a lot of cases you've had to buy multiple charts. You know, hot maps for the lakes, the smaller lakes, gold or platinum for the Great Lakes, and one region for Canada, one region for the northern U.S. And Navionics Plus is going to be a good solution, because with one chip you can get access to data for all of those things: U.S., Canada, Great